everybody, again, it's Jules from Sapphire here, doing some more Sapphire Secrets. So today I'm going to do some brows. What I am going to take you through are just a couple of different types of brow products. So I'm going to show you the difference with doing your brows with a powder, doing your brows with a pomade, and then also doing your brows with a pencil. See what different results they give and what might suit you better. So I'm going to kick it off with a powder, basically. So what I'm going to do is do a powder and a pomade on this side, and then I'm going to do a pencil on the other side. Let's go. Now, my first thing is what I always do, of course, is get your little, they call these spoolies in the US. I just call it a brow brush, whatever you want to call it. Spoolie, it's a cool word though. So I just run that through and just get your natural brow shape. Now, I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a wrap here. I love my brow shape and I'm very thankful for my eyebrows. I need to thank Monique at Bashfull Beauty in Mudgeeraba, Gold Coast, actually. She does a cracking job on my brows, so thanking her. So I don't really need to do a huge amount with regards to the shape most days. My daily routine is a quick pencil, in and out, off I go. Again, I don't have time. So, but when I'm going out, depending on what my outfit is, if I'm in black, for example, I don't mind a stronger brow. If I'm in florals and something very casual, I'll still just go my pencil or my powder. I mix it up a little bit, but I'm going to show you the difference, and you have a play around, see what you come up with as to what you prefer. Now, this powder that I'm actually using at the moment is another one from Garbo Kelly. This is our Cool Blonde. If this is my everyday, I don't like to go too dark. I don't like to go too heavy. I just like to fill in my gaps and walk out the door. So I always use a very angled brush. What I do is start with a lighter shade in the corner here and just literally fill in my gaps a little bit as best I need to. And just follow I like to follow the natural direction of my hair growth. So if you noticed when I'm doing this part in here, my hair grows upwards. So I'm kind of doing that kind of stroke. And then as I get down, or as I get through this section here, I'm going to use the slightly darker one. Now, the next palette up from this is the Cool Brown. I also use that sometimes. Again, whatever I'm wearing. I'm wearing white today. I just want a very natural brow. I don't want it too dark. I basically trace, and I kind of do the same technique for powder as I do pomade. Is I basically line the top and the bottom, get my shape, and you can see the stroking motions that I'm doing. Get that powder in there. Handy hint for you here, if you're finding whatever product you might already have at home, if you're finding it doesn't stick, best way to do it is do it over a pencil, like a waxy pencil, because it will stick a lot better. I haven't really set around my eyes too much for that reason. I like my powders to stick as best that they can. I do get a little bit gappy up the top there, so you can sort of see I'm pressing it in, getting that product in there. And bringing it down to the tail. I'm a lot more gappy at the ends here, so some of the time I'll even deepen the shade again. So yeah, a lot of the times, don't be surprised if you're using a couple of different colors for your brows. I always like to start light, and a lot of the times I'll need to go a little bit darker right at the very end because that's where I'm more gappy. Powders obviously give you a softer look. They're not as defined And I won't say harsh, but they're not as, yeah, well, bugger it, why not use harsh? They're not as harsh. They don't give you the stronger lines as what a pomade will, or even some of the pencils. So again, I love my powders for my everyday. I find them quick, and if you do go out of the lines a little bit, who cares? You know, it's a powder. You can get away with it. There's a lot more room for error. That's basically, very, very basically, my powder. What I am going to do, this is my Ardell. This is my everyday. I love this product as well. It cost me, I don't even know what it cost me. I bought it ages ago, but it saved me at one point when I'd forgotten all my other brow products, and I have that in my bag every day. So what I'm doing is just using the darker shade there, and I'm going to put that through literally just through here, because I'm a lot more gappy. And we don't want gaps. Oh, nice one. Look at my mirror. Sorry, guys. Okay. Cool. That's about as much as I would do. If you only like to use powders, or that's all you've got, because my job here, of course, is to teach you about all those products that you've probably got in your drawers that you know nothing about. So bring them out, put them on the table, and I want to show you what to do with them. That's our brow powder. I love that. It's simple enough for me for my everyday. Now I'm also going to use on this side, you can see the difference. You know, I'm a lot more defined on that side. Again, get your brows, get them in order, boss them about a bit. I am going to take you through a couple of brow pencils. I love brow pencils. I've always used brow pencils. This one, again, is our Garbo Kelly one. This is a cool blonde. I don't like super dark brows with my blonde hair. I've got a range of ones here. Again, I have tried every single brow pencil on the market, I am certain. And I just want to show you what's in my, this is not in my makeup kit that I use on my clients, of course, top quality ones. I think I've got about 6 different brands in my kit that I go on jobs with. But for my home, I'm just going to tell you some secrets. And I've got a Maybelline. I love this one. This is actually a really good one. It has been now replaced, you know, sorry, with the Garbo Kelly, because I love that better. This is, can I show you my dodgy pencil here? This is an Inoxa pencil. I can't let this one go. I cannot find, the reason why I love this one so much, it's not so much for the texture, it's for the color. I love this color pencil. It's an Inoxa. I can't even tell you what it is because I don't know. It's all gone. I don't know the color. I don't know anything about that, but I love this pencil. It's one of my absolute faves. And then I've also got a really, I must have been desperate at some point, but I've got I don't know how you pronounce this, BYS, BYS. This would be a Big W or a Kmart one that I've picked up somewhere because I've left mine at home, no doubt. It's actually all right. I love the color of this one as well. This one's got a little wax at the end of it, which I don't use a lot. The only problem with this one is I can't use this one on its own. It slides. It's too waxy. It's too creamy, I should say. So I do need to set that one with a powder over the top of it, which sometimes you might need to do. Have a play around, see what you've got and see what works for you. So I just wanted to take you through those. They're my ones that I've got in my drawer right now. So I'm going to take you through our pencil on this side. Again, I do the same sort of motions as what you saw me do with my powder. Now, what you'll find with a pencil as well as your pomade is that this will give you stronger lines. The more you build it, the more blocky it's going to look. So, and what I will also show you at the end of it with both brows is that I do also go over it and brush them through to get back the more brow look rather than slug look, which nobody wants that. Okay, nobody wants that on purpose, but it does happen. We all know this. We've all seen it. Okay. So just sweeping motions. Now your brows are only going to look as good as how you upkeep them, basically. If you get them waxed or threaded, you know, that's obviously going to give you that really nice clean result. I've had to revert to plucking. Sorry, Monique. I have had to revert to plucking in lockdown because, and I haven't done my eyebrows for, I have no idea, 20 years, let's say 20 years for the sake of an argument. But having someone get the shape perfectly prior to me having to do that makes it so much easier, because all I need to do is worry about the odd hairs underneath, and I'm able to keep my shape. So hopefully you guys are surviving as well. It's tough not having our beauty therapists. I'm struggling with that the most. Hurry up and come back, Monique. Fingers crossed. All right, so stop chatting, Jules, and focus. I like to keep quite a fairly sharp angle on my brows. Go softer if you want to, by all means, whatever suits you. And again, I generally have to fill this part in a lot heavier. And go a bit darker on the ends, because I am a little bit, my hair is a little bit more sparse there. If you make a mistake, don't worry about it, because again, just get out your foundation or your concealer and you can just dodge it up. I can show you how to do that. I will do that, because no doubt I'm hungry right now, which means I've got the shakes, and to put that pomade on perfectly is going to be interesting. So another little handy hint, actually, that reminds me whilst we're here. This is not necessarily an issue for beautiful younger faces, but anyone probably starting to feel their age, or get more wrinkles and all the rest of it, from 35 onwards. What I've learned with myself is I used to have my brows sort of come down here quite low naturally, and I've just recently started to bring them up a little bit, and that's just, again, because we want to try and lift as much as we can. So keep that in mind. I actually think I've probably gone down a bit too low there right now. But yeah, keep that one in mind. Try not go down too low. The more you bring that down, the more it's bringing your whole face down. So keep your brows, if you're a little bit older, keep them up a little bit higher. Not up here, please don't do that. That will freak me out. More, in line, as you can see, in line with the corner of your eye there. So that little handy hint. All right, so I think we're getting there. Again, I'm really concentrating more so on the outer 3/4 to get that extra bit of pigment in there where I'm more gappy. Cool, I'm happy with that. I am going to get a different result both sides, we know that, but that's okay. So like I was saying to you, what I always do at the end of everything is give it a little brush through, and that just helps disperse the product evenly, and just give you the normal brow look rather than, now I can already see a slight difference here. Can you see how that one's nicely squared off? This one is a little bit rounded, so that means I've just got a couple more little strokes in there, a little bit better. And always make sure you're lining it up through there so you don't have lopsided brows. Not ideal. All right, so that's that. Powder, pencil. I'm going to go into my pomade now. I very rarely use this on myself, but I've started to. I feel like once we're not all caged animals and we're out in the real world again, I feel like I might start using this when I'm wearing bolder, darker colors, maybe when I go out. This is the pomade, okay? This is, again, it's the Garbo Kelly. This one, again, is a cool blonde for me. It comes in all different shades, so check on our shop and we can have a look there, what shade suits you. So what I do, again, I will be double dipping this because it's my product. We do not do this. We will take a scraping and put it on our palettes in the Sapphire world. So I just put in the lid because you don't want to overdo this product, okay? So take off the excess, scrape it on here. I just learnt this beautiful new trick the other day from our friends in Melbourne. Hi girls from the Academy of Makeup. Oh, I better get that right. But Janelle and Alondra. So this doesn't dry out whilst you're using it, put it on something. Turn it upside down. Rather than just leave it open like that, turn it upside down. I loved that, girls. Thank you so much. The best part about Garbo Kelly is that they have recommended to be able to put their pomade over a powder for a stronger effect. So I'm going to show you that, okay? Now, what I like to do with a pomade in particular is trace my lines first. And this will... What you will find with this product is it does give you a much stronger brow effect. So for any of our, Insta models, Insta girls, they love these sorts of products because it's got some kick, basically. You won't be gappy using this product. So again, rather than the sweepy motions, I'm doing a lot stronger brush strokes, I guess. I keep doing that with the mirror, sorry guys. I get a bit carried away. Now, I'm finding this easy because I've already got my shape from my powder. Can't get my words out. So I've already got the shape pretty well perfect. And I'm just gonna feather it down a little bit. Now the best part about a pomade, let me tell you, it is 100% waterproof too. It will not budge, it doesn't move. So that's one of the reasons why I'm sort of converting myself. As much as my powders don't move, if I've had a big night out, sometimes I get a little bit gappy by the early hours of the morning, but this is a guarantee, basically. I don't do a lot in here if I've got the powder underneath, okay? I don't want to be slugged-like. I like to keep it more of an ombre look, an ombre effect, where it's lighter, going to darker. That's just me, but whatever I am doing there, I'm doing in the direction of hair growth. Okay, so I can see there in the ends, I'm a little bit gappy through here. And just let that dry, basically, and then I'm going to show you how to how to get that really sharp edge, just using concealer. Or actually, I like to use foundation. I don't like to use concealer. I find that gets a little bit heavy on my eyes. I can't afford more heaviness on my eyes. This product does it itself. You really don't have to do too much with the pomade. It does it itself. It's so creamy. It does dry fairly quickly, so you do need to work with it. Don't muck around with it. Get your outline first and then go in and fill it in. Comb it through. And whatever messiness that you may have created, don't stress. That's what this is for. I do need my palette, funnily enough, because what I'm doing, I'll show you this a bit later. This isn't Australian made, so you will not find this on our shop. This is Element 2. It's an airbrush makeup. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's silicone base, but it just works for my skin type. I'm very dry and I don't like to feel matte and cakey and gross. This one moves with my skin. I can't recommend it enough, but it's not for everyone. All right, so all I've done is put it on a little bit of a palette, little angle brush, and I'm going to go in, and just perfect my lines. If you're you're using a dark shade, if you're black or a very, very dark brown, you probably will need concealer because it will be a bit more of a heavy duty product. Just realized normally when I do these things, I have my mouth in a really weird way. Hopefully I haven't done that for you because that's just creepy. And so all I'm doing is just tracing over the top and just getting that really, really solid, perfect line that you see with a lot of makeup, the really heavy makeup tutorials, if that's the look that you like. See what I mean? Just gives you, it's like when you do your eyeliner, your liquid eyeliner, it's the same concept of just getting that perfect. My brush is molting, lovely. Getting that really perfect result. Beautiful. So there you have it, guys. Once again, hopefully not too over the top complicated. 3 separate products that I've used there. I've used our powder firstly. I've then used, powder was on this side. I've then used a pencil, and I've gone back over with a pomade. At the end of all that, lucky last, brow gel. Now, I love this brow gel. I'm not just saying this because these are on our shop, right? I love this brow gel. You don't even know you're wearing it, but it just sets your brows and they don't move for the rest of the night. That's important because there's nothing worse that you take a beautiful photo with your best girlfriends and you've got crap brows. Simple as that. We all know it. We all know what I'm talking about there. All right, guys. There we have it. There's my brows. Thank you once again. Leave some comments below if there's anything that I've missed or that you might like me to touch on further. I'd be happy to do so. Loved it once again, and I shall see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.